Sunday Adelaja here. Well, I want to talk today about Seyi Makinde. Seyi Makinde, for those people who might not know him, is a Nigerian governor, first-time Nigerian governor of Oyo State. He's tried to run for that position in the past and he didn't make it. But he's now the new hero in Nigerian politics, at least from the perspective of PDP governors. And actually, he's a new guy. I like the guy and I like his mind. He's a new generation kind of politician. He's not like the normal politician we're used to. He's, his way of thinking is progressive, he's truthful, at least from what we are perceiving from his interaction with the media. He's open-minded, he's on, he's communicating with the public, he's sharing his thoughts, he's revealing a lot of inside, behind the scene things that are going on in the corridors of power. So he's carrying the people along, so to say. And some people are even saying, is this guy a Nigerian at all? But this is the future of Nigerian politics. And so somebody just told me today that this guy will run unopposed in the next election because he's doing so well. Just like people like Fashola did when he was in Lagos. But he is much more open, direct, a conversation. He's a new generation. He's less than 50 years, I guess, and he's, doing so well. However, so that is the hero part of it, because I call this message of my Seyi Makinde a hero or a villain. Is he going to be a hero or is going to be a villain? That's what I want us to talk about today. But why should I be talking about him being a villain? Somebody like that everybody is praising. I mean, in the first 100 days of him being the governor, he's been able to do so much that many people claim that what he's done in 100 days is more than what the previous governor did in the whole 8 years that the guy was there. Or was it 4 years that he was there, or 8 years? I think he was there for 8 years. That, this man did better than him in 100 days than in 8 years of that other governor. But the reason why I'm doing this video and why I say that, this Seyi Makinde is either going to be a hero or a villain is because of the tweet that he released. I think it was on the 5th of September he released that tweet. And the tweet was talking about his achievements in government, why he's been able to do a lot of the things that he has been able to achieve, because he's not stealing the money and he's putting the money where it belongs. He's using the money for the purposes that they are meant for. So and that is an example for us, that if the money that the government is having is not being put in the pocket of the big men and is not being stolen and awarded to, to the fellow cronies, that Nigeria could actually rise from her knees, that Nigeria could move forward if the money will not be stolen. So this is the point I think Seyi Makinde was making with his messages on Twitter and the progress report of what he's doing. But in one of the tweets, he actually mentioned in comparison. So why is it that he has been able to do so much and then the other people have, why is it that they didn't see any result like that previously? So he was giving an example of some of the things that he was told that, and this is very alarming, and that's why I have to do this video, and I want the president to pay attention to this video. I'm doing this video actually for the EFCC and for the, for the other, surveillance and security and anti-corruption organizations that we have in Nigeria, not just the government organization, but even non-government organizations. I want to do this video also for the, NGOs and pressure groups that are in Nigeria, that everybody needs to take this video serious. And not just because I am the one talking about it, but because this is important to the destiny and the future and the life of our nation as a whole. Because when a sitting governor comes out publicly to make such a declaration, he should be taken seriously. We should take him serious and we should respond to whatever a governor is saying. We should not just sweep it under the carpet and say, well, he just made that statement. A lot of people have heard about the statement I'm talking about, and some of the journalists and the news media people have discussed it in details, but It is the action that is lacking, and that is why I'm doing my video. For us, I'm calling for the action on the side of the National Assembly. I think the National Assembly should take this thing up. I think the presidency should take it up. I think the security agencies should take it up, and I think the anti-graft organizations should take this up. And what is the statement I'm referring to? It is the statement that Seyi Makinde made in regards to contracts that were being awarded. Now, it did not mention the name of the governor, the particular governor, but it's obvious that he was talking about his predecessor. When a contract is awarded, that 50% of that owe money for the contract. So let's say they want to build a dam, and that dam might cost $1 million. 50% of it will go to the governor first, and then 30% will go to the government appointee that is in charge of monitoring that project. So the governor puts somebody in charge of it to monitor it. 30% goes to that one. So that means 80% has gone out of the money for a project to fill the pocket of the politicians as graft and corruption. And then 10% will still go to the governor's wife. So which means 90% of the money that is given and to be used for projects is going to the pocket of individuals. And then only 10% will be left for the contract itself, for the project itself. And of course, that 10% will go to the pocket of the contractor. So, so that's why projects are not being, and it's like Nigeria is being left in the 17th century because projects are not being executed and money is being pocketed by individual politicians. And this is what we mean by the big man syndrome killing Nigeria. These people, politicians, big men, are the ones killing this country. And but if a statement like this is made by Seyi Makinde, a governor, a sitting governor, and the presidency is not responding to this and say, this happening in this country? Let's find out. If the security organization is not responding to it, then there is a problem in the country. I am right now appealing to EFCC. I'm appealing to the presidency. I'm appealing to the National Assembly. Please do something about this statement. Set up a commission to investigate this statement. And that is what is going to show us. Is Seyi Makinde going to be a hero at the end of the day that has exposed the dirt and the rottenness of Nigerian politics that will be held in the future as somebody that has opened the eyes of our population and has delivered us from this, from this cabal, the political cabals that are strangling our own nation. If that is the case, if those things are confirmed, it will be a hero forever. He has opened the eyes of the people and he has set the nation free from these strangles of politicians. But if he just made it up, or he believed the lie and made it public, then that guy could end up becoming a villain. If despite how well he's doing, he could end up being a villain. A villain in the sense that he could just become somebody that people will just they will not take him serious. They will say he's a liar, he's, spreading rumors, he's a rumor monger, he's, coming up with cooked up stories, is defiling the reputation of another person, all kind of things. It's going to be a big scandal if it ends up to be a lie. But we need to investigate this. This must not be let go. This must not be just left like that. And that's why I'm appealing to NGOs. That's why I'm appealing to non-government organizations. Please, come and address this situation. Let us, even raise up an army of demonstrators until the government and the anti-graft organizations, EFCC, really investigate this matter. I think it needs to be investigated on different levels by EFCC, by the National Assembly, and by the ruling party, because the previous governor in that state was coming from the ruling party. And I'm afraid that because this is a governor of the ruling party, that APC might want to just kill it and say it's propaganda from PDP. No. Nigerians must not allow this to happen, because if that is happening in one state, it means it's happening all over the country. And that's why our people are in abject poverty. That's why our country is not moving forward. And that is why our people are the poorest in the world. A lot of evil that we are seeing right now is because the money that is meant to develop the country is being pocketed by these few individual politicians and vested interests. Let's see the video. There is a video that talks about this, and I would like us to see so that you hear for yourself, and then we could discuss a bit more after that.
This statement made by Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, was quite shocking. In fact, he provided a breakdown that what he found is that if any contract was awarded, the governor would take 50% upfront of the cost of the contract. 30% will go to the commissioner or the state official in charge of the contract. 10% will go to the wife of the governor.
30%.
Of the governor.
Of the 30%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 10% of the 30% will go to the wife. The contractor himself will take 10% upfront, and then only 10% of the funds released will go to the project. And what he then found was a situation whereby so many projects uncompleted, abandoned, and money had been taken and pocketed. I think that this is really scandalous. Enough is enough.
Well, that is it. You see, I must give credit to our media people in the fact that they talk about everything. They just talk. It's like talking like radio. You're just talking head. Talking. Anything that happens, they are talking. But they don't pursue execution. They don't make sure that this thing is dealt with, and that these things are not just being spoken about. Because tomorrow, the very next day after that, scandal, they went and talked on another topic. Then the next one is another topic. Something has happened, they just leave the other one. People just mention topics, talk about it, and then move on. Something happened in the country, they just talk about it, move on. Nobody, and all these politicians will be relaxed and comfortable because they know that something else will come up, it will just sweep it under the carpet. So that is what I want to change, because the way to change a country is to make sure that the issues that mass media is raising is being, controlled and monitored until the stage of execution, that something is done about it. The purpose of mass media is to cause change. It's not just to ring the bell, but to cause and bring about change in the society. And that's why I want to also challenge our media personnel and personalities and individuals and organizations that don't just raise issues, don't just talk, because Nigeria is all about talking. Every day they have a panel of people just to talk. Who are the people pushing for these things to be executed? Where are the pressure groups? Where are the NGOs that would take over that particular subject that is being raised and to push it until we see a positive change? Then where are the feedbacks? Where are the feedbacks by the journalists and from the journalists that, okay, we raised this topic at such a date and we pursued it, and this is the answer, this is the feedback right now. That is how journalists are supposed to work. That's how journalism is supposed to operate. But if we're just talking, which is a good thing on one hand, that at least we are talking about these things, but besides talking about it, the journalists and the media and the public personalities and pressure groups are supposed to pursue to make sure that these things really are addressed, these issues are addressed. And that's why I'm doing this video. And if anybody is watching this and you know how to get this video to the president, let's make it happen. I think the president needs to invite this Seyi Makinde and talk to him, because if I am a president of a nation and this is happening and I hear about this kind of a case, I will definitely investigate it. And I think, especially with the president that we have right now, Muhammadu Buhari, with the reputation that you have as anti-corruption government and president, I think, and I don't even need to tell President Buhari to investigate this. And APC, because this was your governor that was there. If that is talking about your governor, I think APC needs to take this case up and do an internal investigation about it and report back to Nigerians. Nigerians need to know if this is the way the governors are living. Then we don't need to go far to find out why we are poor. We don't need to go far to see why everything is degrading in our country. We don't need to go far to find out why everything is falling apart. We don't need to go far to see that these politicians are not guiding people to prosperity, but they are strangling them. They are killing them. So I think it's to the integrity of even in that state, for this APC to be able to come back to power in that state, this thing must be investigated. Otherwise, people will never vote again for this party. They will not vote for the party. You need to take this, APC needs to take this up. And when you take this up, then you might stand a chance a little bit of doing making a difference or coming back to that state. Otherwise, nothing will be done. You will not be able to, to come back into that state anymore. So, and then let me also talk about the parliament. The parliament needs to take this up because, maybe this is happening all over the states. And the parliament needs to investigate to find out and to make sure that this is not happening in any other state. Well, that's why I'm here to say Seyi Makinde is either going to become a hero as a result of this, or he's going to become a villain. And I hope he will be affirmed to be a man of truth and a hero to his people that will go into the annals of history as somebody that sets the people of Nigeria free from the grips of greedy Nigerian politicians. Thank you so much for the love of God, church and nation. Sunday Adelaja here. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number 2, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number 4, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad. Just write what you feel. Number 5, share on every platform. Share on Instagram, share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much. All right, blessings.